Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Laura Wilkie and this is our update for February. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, I'm so glad you're joining us. Be sure to subscribe down below and like all our videos, go ahead and share them. If you haven't found us on Instagram or Facebook, you might want to follow us there as well. Okay, so February has been an exciting month for us because it is the month that I released my very first curriculum, and this is it. It's Heroes of Character. This is the teacher manual, and then I have a student workbook as well. If you are interested in these right now, they are available on my website and they are on sale. So I am super excited to be sharing it with you guys. It is a character-based program that seamlessly blends character traits with history and nature studies, and then also has book lists for each one where you can find information of books like picture books and living books where you can get more information to be able to teach your children those character skills. So I'll just show you real quick. This is Unit 9. This is super simple. I'm not going to go too much into this because I have another video where I do that, but it has the definition, the verse, the historical hero, the nature application for your nature study, and then it has activities that you can do on your own at home to reiterate those, and then I have book lists. That's just the beginning of that book list, and then it continues on the next 2 pages. So anyways, I am super excited about this. Like I said, it's on sale right now. It's normally $25 for the teacher manual and then another $15 for the student workbook, which you do not need, but it's just like a bonus. And it's right now it's 15% off for each one. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, head over to my website. The link is below and you can find it there. Okay guys, so let's get started. Okay, so this month we studied Africa. Ever since I was a little girl, I have been interested and intrigued and fascinated by Africa. I think it's the animals, but like when I was little, and then as I got older, I was just fascinated with the children, mostly the orphans and all of that. So we really got into that. Like I said in previous videos, I had already read Kisses from Katie and loved it. I spent time showing the kids the videos of like the African Children's Choir singing hymns and different songs, and they are huge fans of that now. They love that. We just had a great time. We read lots and lots of books. You can see my Africa book video that I did that shows all of the books that we read, but real quick, I'm just going to show you the books that were our very favorites. So this one we're still reading. We had a little hiccup in our Africa studies. We had a blizzard. I'll talk about that in a few minutes, but we weren't able to do everything that I had planned right away. So this one we're still reading and we are enjoying it. So I am going to say that this is a good find. I usually like the Who Was or What Was books, and this is no exception. So we're enjoying it. We're learning about the Serengeti. Each chapter kind of focuses on a new animal or something that has to do. So we've done the wildebeest, we've done lions. It looks like hyenas next. This is fun. We're enjoying it. Okay, so a lot of our studies for Africa focused on the lack of water, the lack of access to clean water. So the kids enjoyed this. We read Ryan and Jimmy. We learned about how Ryan in Canada raised money to build a well for Jimmy in Africa. And it's an interesting story because in the end, Jimmy ends up coming to live with Ryan. And it is just such a heartwarming story. It took us quite a while because it looks like a skinny little book, but it's actually much more in depth than you think. So it took us quite a while to do this, but I am so glad. The kids loved it. They really, really enjoyed it. And we read some other books about, you know, that process of them not having water or getting water or the wells and all of that. And the kids really, really liked that. And it was good because they could relate to the other kids and what they're having to do, and how much they dream and want to go to school, but they just can't, or they don't have time, or they don't have money. And it was just so good for the kids to see that. Okay, so we This is another one that I really liked. I love the entrepreneurship skills that were kind of brought about by this one. We also read another one that was similar. Like I said, it's in my Africa video. But basically, Beatrice gets a goat. She ends up selling the milk and raises money so she can go to school. So it's just such a good story about just how you can go forward in your life, how you can make it on your own. And that's what I want my kids to be able to see. So they loved this. It was a really good find. Galimoto was one that we accidentally came upon. I talked about that in my last video, and the kids liked it. They really, really liked it. We live out in the country, and they're always finding just random whatevers and making new things. They're really, really creative and innovative like that. So they were really finding this interesting. They were able to relate to it. And in several books that we read beyond that, they saw that referenced again and again. So that was really exciting for me because they would start to explain it in another book. And then the kids would say, oh, that's like a Galimoto. And it was fun. So I am going to say I recommended this one. Okay, so this next book was not a book that I expected to like as much as I did. And it is this one. If you have not read this, I'm going to say definitely grab it and get your hands on it and read it right now because it is so good. It's about two sisters. Basically, one is ungrateful and one is helpful and kind, and how they both grow and how one excels and the other doesn't. So it's such a good teaching book. I loved it, loved it, loved it, and I'm going to say I highly recommend it. Like I said, I did not expect to love it like I did. So if you're studying Africa or even that kind of skill trade or whatever, I'm going to recommend this. Okay, guys, this was probably my very favorite, and it's The Marvelous Mud House. It is, again, that same idea. It's about some people in America, and they are kind of fighting and arguing over the things they have, and they're just not grateful for what they have. And they go to Africa, and they meet this family, and they see how grateful they are with so little. And it's just such a heartwarming story, guys. The kids loved it. I loved it. I'm probably going to have to read it like 12 more times to them so that they can really get the point. But it wasn't, I just wanted to reel that in, that they are so blessed with the things that they have. So anyways, this is a huge, huge find that I'm so excited that we have in our collection now. So we did buy this one. I got this one on Book Outlet. If you are not, if you haven't tried Book Outlet, I'm going to say I super, super recommend it. I have the link below of this in the description of this video, so you can find it there. But I don't even think I paid hardly anything for this. They have such great finds on brand new books. So they say they're supposed to have like little flaws or whatever, and some of them are overstock and whatever. Brand new, guys. It's in perfect condition. We read it, and it's a great book. It's a great book. I almost handed this to my 10-year-old and had her read it by herself. Instead, I did it as a read aloud, and I'm so glad I did because I was not aware that in this book, the little girl is sick, and these two siblings are trying to go get their mom so they can take her to the doctor. And at the doctor, there's another baby that they kind of start talking to the family, and then that family goes in, and their baby comes out and has died. And I was not prepared for that, and I'm so glad that I was able to, I guess, carefully ease over that more gently than what was presented in this book because I did it as a read aloud, if that makes sense. So anyways, I think that this is a great book. I really do. I think maybe a little bit older or definitely as a read aloud, but just I wanted to throw that out there. Maybe your kids aren't as sensitive as mine, but if they are, I wanted to give you a heads up. Okay, so we made 3 dishes out of this book here. I'll tell you what we made and what we thought. We did the sweet potato fritters here from South Africa on page 20. and they were delicious. They were so good. Everybody loved them. The super sweet, kind of fried up, almost like a corn nugget. So we did like that. We also made Ugali. Is that from Kenya? Yeah. We made the Ugali from Kenya, which is on page 13 if you have this book. It's literally milk, cornmeal, and water. And as unappetizing as that sounds, that's exactly how it tasted. So this was not something that we liked. But apparently in Kenya, they have it with every meal, and it's considered rude and inappropriate if it's not served. So just different taste. We also made this spice here, the berbere. I don't know how to pronounce it. Berbere, it's an Ethiopia dish. And I put it on chicken. So good, guys. It was a little spicy and it had a bunch of flavors I wasn't used to combining, I guess. I'll just tell you a couple of them. So it had cayenne pepper with cinnamon and allspice cloves, coriander, nutmeg, cardamom, paprika, salt, black pepper, and ginger. So that's all of them. I actually told you all of them. Yeah. And so anyways, it was on our chicken. It was good. I wasn't sure when I was putting it together. I was thinking, okay, but it was so good, guys. I promise. Anyways, so there's that. I love that we can do that we can try new foods from other countries without actually going there. So this has really been a fun book. We've used this for a few years now. So anyway, that was the book I used. It's got recipes from all over the world. Okay, so in the middle of our Africa studies, we live in Texas, and we were hit with a big snowstorm, a blizzard, or it was record-breaking. We had never had something like that before, and our particular family was without power for a week. We didn't have water because we have a well, and so once we'd used up the water from that tank, there was no electricity to refill the tank. So we didn't have water, we didn't have electricity. We have a generator, and we were doing fine for quite a while. I say quite a while. It felt like quite a while. It was actually about 2 days that we were doing good. But then apparently all of our town and the surrounding towns ran out of gas. So there was no gas, like not even for your car. So there was just diesel. But if your car doesn't take diesel, then you're out of luck. And our generator took regular gas. So there was no gas anywhere. The stores didn't have any food, like none. It was mind-blowing. But anyways, if you are following us on Instagram or Facebook, you see I shared all kinds of updates and pictures from that event if you want to go back and look it up. But it was crazy. I will say that we were blessed. We had family to go to, so we went and stayed at their house. So we were fine. Our animals, we have lots of animals. We have pigs, we have chickens, we have cows, we have quails, we have cats, we have dog, we have lots of animals, and they were all fine. No, we didn't lose any, none perished. What a blessing. And we didn't have any broken pipes when we got back home. So it was just an all-around blessing. And we got to spend some extra time with some family, so it was fun there too. Anyways, it definitely caught us off guard, and I wasn't prepared for that. So anyways, now we got started on India. I skipped Saudi Arabia. If you are following along, if you are also using My Father's World Exploring Countries and Cultures, then you know after Africa is Saudi Arabia. And I am skipping Saudi Arabia for several private reasons, but we're going to just move on to India. So now we're in India, and I want to share with you the books that I am reading right now with the kids. This one I just got in January, and I love it. It's a Rod and Staff book. I love the Rod and Staff books because they are such good character and quality. They're just wholesome, and I love them for that. And they're educational. So they're kind of like little like bits of studies, I guess. So in this one, like on one chapter, they learned all about a scarab and what it is and how it acts and how it behaves. Now we're about 5 chapters in, I think, and they're starting to learn about a missionary. So it's just so good. Anyways, this is Adventures in Mohan. Okay, so we're also reading this Who Was book, Who Was Mother Teresa. I'm excited about this. We've learned a little bit about her in the past, but we haven't done an in-depth study. So this will be good. I'm going to do this as a read aloud so that all of us can benefit. I also picked up this one. So see, you can tell our read alouds are going to last beyond India, but that's okay. This one is about Amy Carmichael, the missionary, and the way that she helped help the people in India. It's gonna take us a little longer because it's a little bit longer book, but I've heard that these Trailblazer books are super good. This will be the first one that we're trying in our home, but I'm excited to try them because if they are really good, I want to add more of them. Okay, for a picture book, I found this one. Found this on Thrift Books back in the summer. It's 4 Feet 2 Sandals, and I'm so excited. If you are not familiar with Thrift Books, I'll tell you really quick. So all of their books are used books, but you can choose which quality you want, and I usually do very good and above. So there's very good, like new, and then there's good, something else. I usually don't, I stay away from those, but I usually do very good and above, and I have not been disappointed. They always have the books that I'm looking for, and if I just wait a little bit, somebody will list it at the price that I'm looking for. So I usually don't stress over that. I usually get them all for about $4 a piece, and if you spend $10, you get free shipping, but even if you don't, shipping is literally 98 cents. So you cannot beat it. I love Thrift Books. I'll link it below. If you have not tried it yet, you can find all kinds of great deals there. But this is 4 Feet 2 Sandals. Basically, the two girls, they have, obviously, there's 4 feet between the two of them, and they are issued a pair of sandals, or they find it, maybe, I can't remember. But there's only one pair for them to share, and it just talks about how they share them. It's a sweet story, and it's so good for kids about you know, giving to others and helping others first, those kinds of things that you want them to learn. But it'll be a picture book. We'll do this, and then we're gonna do a little study on the Jungle Book because I love books that we can watch a movie. I've already added the movie to like our streaming service playlist, and the kids are itching to watch it, but I told them we have to read the book first. So this is the chapter book that we're gonna read, and I think I got this on Amazon back in the summer for like $4, and it's a nice hardcover, so I like that. But we're gonna read this, and then I found this one at Book Outlet, and it is also Jungle Book, but it's a seek and find. So cool, right? So this is now when we're going to be, I talked about it in another video, but this is where we're going to utilize it. So the little part that you're reading, and then the kids can look for the pictures. I'm actually going to give this to the kids to kind of share and take turns with while I'm reading this, so that they have something they can do while they're listening. Anyways, so that's our India books. I'm excited. Like I said at the beginning of this video, my Heroes of Character curriculum is on sale right now for 15% off. You can go get it right now. It's a downloadable version, so you get it right away. And I will say thanks for watching, guys. And if you haven't already, follow us, either subscribe here and then follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I will see you guys next time.